We are now underway with our final game of the day. Looks like tomorrow we're going to be doing the upper final and then also kicking off one of the lower bracket finals. Sorry, one of the lower bracket games at the same time. We will stream the... let's fix these. We will stream the upper final and let the lower final... one of the lower bracket games run, and then just pick up wherever the games are left off at. So we can keep going because the final game of the night is going to be best 5, and we do need to get all the games done by tomorrow. So we aren't going to be pushing out at all. Anyways, on to this game. Aibid versus Ottoman. Geez, what are your initial thoughts? We are on Rocky River.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, standard for Aibid would be some sort of fast castle play, so I'm curious to see if we're going to try for that, or if maybe we're playing a little bit more KG and then just playing into what Ottoman's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in that case, obviously, it would be on Ottoman to do something and potentially try to slow down the age up or whatever they can make happen. So that'll be the first thing I'm looking for here.
Yeah, and we have seen the Manjaniques going crazy this tournament series. Once they get 4, 5, 7, they just kind of obliterate everything. It doesn't feel like they have a appropriate answer, which is probably why they're getting a nerf next patch. Let's pull up the sheep tracker here. Yeah. Right now we have an even split. Looking at the spawns, I kind of hate both players spawn. Nothing's really going for them. I mean, Ottoman does have this back berry, but
yeah, I mean, forward gold for Aibid is a little bit of a bummer if we're trying to go fast castle.
Yeah, that is true. The back gold here, very easy to wall, very kind of tucked away. But forward stone, right? So that denies, easy deny of military schools past this first one is a possibility. Though, if Aibid's fast castling, you're getting that second military school up for free. Pretty much guaranteed. There's not going to be enough pressure to stop that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Relic-wise, I think it favors Aibid. Like, you just put your 2 dervishes here, bring them both home, and then now you're, back on your side of the map very quickly for relics. Yeah. So, and for people who don't know, Aibid, their fast castle is going to happen faster than Ottoman's going to fast castle, right? So, Ottoman's main thing is surviving whatever castle stuff comes, getting those military schools going, getting all of their bonuses going from the military schools, and then if they can drag the game into a later game, that's when they'll really start. It's that villager, there it goes. But that's when it'll really start swinging back in Ottoman's favor. Though Ottoman could be hyper aggressive and try to deny this gold, right? Get some archers going, get spears going, get some horsemen going, play some tri-comp. We have seen MSN when he played against Papercut just kind of mass up a bunch of stuff and just run at them, right? So that is an option. It's just going to be, is it going to be able to be executed as well as, what someone like MSN's doing?
Yeah, very interesting with the eco growth. Obviously, quite good, but not quite as what you normally see. Usually, you're seeing the dervishes to get the early relics. So, interested to see if that leads into fast castle or if there's going to be more feudal here.
I mean, we are relatively heavy on wood, right? With 8 on wood, so this might be a feudal play. And deepshine's going to be Valdemar, and meochi's going to be Bit Cousin. So, and Valdemar VS, Papercut was mentioning it earlier. The VS as a whole has some really cooked strategies for different matchups, very hyper specific matchups. And then, so any of the, Valdemar, your own coach, MSN, Matt's, we might see something that doesn't look standard, but it's something that they may have drilled out in practice, 1,000 times and decided like this is the most optimal way to play this matchup, right? And Papercut was mentioning, he got cooked by MSN by some weird stuff he'd never seen before on Hillendale, and it just looked crazy. So.
It does make a difference, right? When you haven't seen before, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah. And since we have the benefit of you having gone through this, coaching practice, What are your thoughts on just being coached in general, prepping for this tournament? Has it been something you've enjoyed? You know, any unique insights? We're just watching hours get burned or walls get burned here.
Yeah. No, it was a phenomenal experience. MSN was great through the whole process. Obviously, the trickiest part is just the time zone difference because we're basically 9 hours apart. So trying to work around that was a little tricky, but we were able to make it work. And yeah, I mean, learned a ton. It was super nice having, obviously, you know, I love it when you can ask a question and like the answer you get is definitive, right? Like you don't have to guess at it. You're not kind of like hypothesizing with folks who are similar, you know, rank to you. Like, you know, okay, this is the decisions that I need to make in this sort of scenario. So it was pretty awesome from that standpoint. And Emerson was very, you know, he's like, hey, you know, no pressure, see how you can do. And you know, it'll definitely took the pressure off from my standpoint, not feeling like I had to do more than I could, you know? So yeah, it was cool. And excited to see how those things that I've learned will translate, you know, as you go forward, right? Because obviously that was one of the things we talked about at the beginning was like, hey, what do you want to get out of this, right? And my statement was, or Emerson was like, hey, you can either try to win the tournament definitively, as you know, put everything into that, or like get as good as you can, right? And we kind of went for the latter route to a degree.
Get better overall, so it's more consistent for the future versus it's like trying to learn different cheese strats that are going to work against, you know, players of your skill level, right?
Yep, exactly.
No crazy builds in here. Do what?
Yeah, is that a miss rally on that villager coming across the middle?
Probably. Maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, probably. Take a look at it and see if we can see their TC. That's. Oh yeah, their rally's on the wood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's running back. Yeah, that was definitely a misflick for sure. But military schools are up. Focus back up on the game here. Sorry, I'm getting a little ADHD. We haven't picked our 0 point yet, though it is smart to hold the first one. If you need healing, you can click the fieldwork. If you need food, oh, and he goes right into the healing. Okay, never mind. Not holding it.
Waited a little bit.
But we have no castle age up, and we're not even really, like, we're kind of ish macroing for castle, but not really. We have a lot of food float from Deepshine's side.
It feels like you probably favor Ottoman a little bit as time progresses if we're playing more in feudal age, because it seems like you really want to get to castle as Iabid, although I can understand why you delay it because it may be challenging to get there safely without playing a little feudal first.
Oh, and we might see another Vil go down. So 2 Vils in Ottoman's favor. One was a miss rally, one was an actual. I'm hunting this on the berries there. And we're going to start seeing Ottoman putting on some pressure here. And the real thing is, what's going to be the response from Iabids?
Is there a barracks from Ottoman, or are those 3 from the military schools?
The barracks, so that's from military school. And this one's left on the spears, so. But I would like to see a barracks so we can get that upgrade in. Because these are going to be Dark Age, right? Or am I blind?
Yeah.
Is there a barracks somewhere? Let me flip.
I think you're right.
Yeah, no barracks. So. That's a Dark Age. Dark Age spear. Immediately deleted. You don't need 9 archers for those bad boys. And Ottoman needs to move. Oh, right. Yep, there we go. Stacks the Dark Age spears. They were free, right? But, I mean, that is Ottoman's eco bonus. But, I mean, we still have rally across the map. And, I mean, and that's part of it with tournaments, right? The later the day gets for players, you know, you're not playing at 100%. I'm sure you've had late nights where you just lose elo because you're just grinding it out, but the games aren't quality. I've had late nights where I'm just losing tons of elo.
I used to do a lot of tabletop tournaments like Warhammer, and when I do these tournaments, I always would like mentally like lose it towards the end of the second day. I remember it. That was like, as much as anything, it was just a grind to try to keep your mental straight, right, and not do anything crazy, not sort of just like shove all your chips into the middle of the table, so to speak, right? You want to kind of take it and play standard style, right? But easier said than done.
We have another spear dying here. So destroyed value. Wait, Is that climbing in? Oh, that's Army Val. Sorry, Val.
Yeah,
Jesus, I was looking at the wrong thing. My
not a
brain's
lot's
slipping
died.
as the day goes. But anyways, yeah. So both players massing up. No real big feudal fight happening. 13 spearmen, 15 archers versus 13 archers. 9 Zapahi, 2 more on the way. A meter. That meter, if it goes down, will actually swing the fight. I do think I favor Ottoman's comp a little bit more because the Sipahi are so strong and that meter has a lot of bonus, but
Yeah, getting close to castle though with Iabid here. So this is a really nice play from Iabid to just, you know, build enough stuff to stay alive, threaten back, and then now kind of heading up.
oh gosh,
Does
in the
Iabid have
military campus.
does
Sorry.
Iabid have survival techniques?
Let's take a peek. Yes, they do.
Okay, and
They're out on the deer
nice.
with survival techniques. I wish survival techniques showed here. I think that's a pretty
Yeah.
important one. And Pro
was gonna
Scout.
say that.
Where's Pro Scout? All right,
Yeah.
Cal, if you're still watching, can you convince Microsoft to add those two to there? That'd be great. Thanks. But we are, well, we were approaching the castle, but now looks like we're reinvesting more army, so we just keep getting baited by the resource count.
Yeah,
Tower
yeah,
going
I
up
mean,
on the
it could-
gold.
I feel like it's intentional, but you never know. Sometimes you just float a bit.
Well, and then that could also be, you know, you're indecisive, you're not sure if you should go or not, and we do see the castle come in. So, culturing logistics, those dervish are going to pop out. What was the first stage up? Desert
It was
Raider
the
or
buried, the villagers.
oh, it's villagers. That's right. Economic
Check
and growth.
that.
Oh, and he does find the deer, and does Fortitude get activated? No, activate Fortitude. This burns down so much faster.
Yeah, that would be pretty clutch. Although I don't know, probably won't matter, I guess.
There we go, and oh, multiple villagers going down for Deepshine.
Yeah,
Not
that's
what you want to
pretty big.
see. 8 villagers to 0. Now, Ottoman losing an archer, but this is very, very much in Ottoman's favor. Castle is going to be coming in, though, for Deepshine, which will lead to camel lancers, other cavalry that can go in and raid. But
Yeah, Ottoman won't be far behind though. A few hundred gold off castle. They'll hit it pretty quick. It is nice with the map control that Ottoman can really. I mean, they're not really utilizing it too much. They're probably using their maybe sheep in their base and stuff, but they could get out on the map, grab deer, etc. If desired. So the map control will probably come in here pretty big as these food resources start to dwindle in the next 5 minutes or so.
seems relatively, like, not really a stalemate. I mean, we have seen some villagers go down, but it's both players, big armies. Neither of them want to commit to a full fight. They're looking for that mistake, you know, where you split your army, you walk behind your opponent's base, something along those lines. What are these villagers doing? Huh?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Huh?
for sure.
Okay. We got these going out. Mill first, no tower. And I mean, might be because he feels pretty secure. Oh, and then we do see the castle age. And immediately these archers and imams get pulled back. The Pahi going to look for the raid.
Good upgrades from Ottoman as well. We got all of our level 1s.
Yep. So far, player-wise, I think Ottoman's playing a little bit of a cleaner game. We didn't get to do the player stats before this, so I don't know how much they played each civ. At least this this ranked set. But we do see, oh, that tower's going down and more villagers are going to go down. Yeah, Ottoman very in the lead and gets out with the Sipahi. Do we have Metrodrum? Nope. But still no tower here, so this is a spot that Deepshine could hit. And this might end up being a mistake for meochi. Meochi. Someone tell me how to pronounce it in chat. Is it meochi? Oh, hey, Don Artie. What's the score? This is the first game. Oh, Don Hardy, can you ping me on Discord? I have a question for you that I need to talk about later.
Yeah, it looks like relics coming in. Do they get? Did we get 3 relics on the Iobit side? It looks like.
Let's take a look at the nice relic tracker. Yep, we have 3 coming in and then 2, so relatively even split. Oh, and that tower doesn't go up, but doesn't appear to have lost any villagers. And
Yeah,
archers taking care of the spears.
Nice.
So, gonna go back, finish the tower. Wahi chasing a scout. Now, I would like to see meta drums on Ottoman. I think this is a really good vizier point, especially if games are kind of like stalematey like this. It allows the Sipahi to move much faster for raids as well as knights whenever you get your knights rolling. I think it's a undervalued vizier point. But move speed, as people have seen with Sengoku, kind of everything, right? People complain about Sengoku's move speed, so why not take the meta one?
Yeah, it's
very similar
huge.
upgrade.
I learned the other day that the king is like 0.3 faster than a knight.
Yep. Just barely,
no
just
idea.
enough to be annoying.
Yep. I was like, why is my knight not catching him? And then I looked at the move speed. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, just
And we are going to
that.
see another vizier point come in. It'll probably be Advanced Academy. We could see a cheeky extensive fortifications into a second town center for Ottoman. Just like a way to kind of spike the lead, because he does have a lot of stone in the bank. But most likely going to see Advanced Academy. This line is the bog standard, or potentially Anatolian down. But against civs with healing, and especially AoE, or not AoE healing, civs with healing, like dervishes, very mobile healing, having the AoE imam is really good. Looked like there was potentially a raid down here. Oh, only 1 camel lancer, so garrisoning will take care of that. Another villager, another 2 sniped. Oh, it looks like that camel lancer got 2. Sorry, a lot happening on the screen, pulling Aussie Drongo.
Yep.
We did capture the sacred site with the imam, so relic straight into sacres. Meochi's playing very well here. This is
doing all the right things, right? Checking all the boxes. Good stuff.
Very, very clean.
I guess you already have the barracks and the archery ranges, but
Another one goes down.
really unique to see so many spears and archers from Iodids.
Yeah, that is, I mean, maybe it's to help make Manganiques later, right? You need a lot of infantry to make them in the field. But the real question... Oh, wait, what? What is this wall?
Oh, no.
This wall's not
I think
connected.
Yeah, you don't see it at that angle. It's frustrating.
No. And some more villagers going to go down right as they're trying to move out to the gold.
That might actually be a godsend. Deepshine may
We're
see
going to
that.
lose some more villagers to this. Oh, and another raid coming in. So Deepshine slowly clawing back that villager lead that Ottoman had. Yeah, and we're now even on vills. So
We play on. Does Ottoman still have that vizier point? Looks like they do.
there you go for the relic count, Don Artie. Do they? Oh yeah, they're still holding it. I mean, extensive fortifications though.
Probably a mistake.
Click it, and then when you garrison, that camel lancer dies, right? But that's if you're going to be staying out on the map for food, though. Looking at Ottoman here, they're probably going to take this deer and then start doing a farm transition. Trying to take these forward berries, not likely. We do have a mangonel out. And now that is something to be said. Iobit has Manganiques, but Ottoman has Free Siege, and Free Siege can snipe out the Manganiques. With this mass here, I would actually like to see, with 23 Spearmen, I'd like to see this clicked over to Springolds. Springolds would be coming out much faster and getting 4 or 5 of them with your Sipahi in front blocking, along with your Janissaries and archers. They can do quite a lot of damage. But the Sipahi Night Mass still have that vizier point. That's still not clicked. Yeah, that's gonna be a mistake here. I don't think that's intentionally being held for anything important. Unless he runs out of food and needs to tap it for the farm transition, because these deer are about to run out. You know, we got sub. Oh, this one's almost still full. So, but yeah, when those deer run out, I have to start looking for alternate food sources. Deepshine still has deer up in the north, but Morville's getting sniped out. Let's kick it over to villager graph, 14 to 8. This is just raid after raid after raid. And Mangonel fires off, but Mangonel's not going to be that effective against Camel Lancers. There's him! Take extensive fortifications and he's dying. There'll be some crossbow towers. But yeah.
I was trying to figure out why Iabit has so many additional resources. I just realized I forgot they've got their golden age, right? 10%. That adds up over time. So.
Yep. And Ottoman does not really have any crazy eco bonuses. They do have the Anatolian Hills for the mining upgrade, but that's just going to be your stone and gold, right?
Yeah, it's just military school.
Isn't
right?
usually your bottleneck is Ottoman. Your bottleneck is Ottoman is usually food. Your Sipahi are expensive. Everything else, I mean, a Kinji next patch, you're going to be wild. Relatively expensive.
Yeah, fun to see them in an earlier age, right? Because you don't really build them in feudal these days, where it's like
yeah, there's no point in building them in feudal. They're just a tempo loss, honestly.
Yeah.
But at this point, take the Janissary company, spawn some Janissaries for all these raids that are happening. I would like to see some more walls come up from Ottoman. Just kind of choke off some of these choke points. Oh, we have a second TC. I completely missed that. So
okay.
Ottoman, as they're losing vills, we're gonna be catching them back up.
Like
we have
that.
a second TC over here. Nope.
Yeah, 2 sacreds for Iabit here. Going for the 3rd, potentially. Yeah, I've oftentimes wondered if it's worth spending the wood to get a siege workshop to get the speed on your siege. It feels a little bit awkward to get it for free and then not, be able to upgrade the speed on the siege just for free. Have it already, right, with the building. Yeah. Probably not worth it because it's a pretty hefty investment, but
I mean,
it does
you kind of need it. But I mean, if you take the meta move speed, you're kind of there. Just keep a meta group with your siege. Oh, and we're gonna see another raid come in. But a lot of spears here ready to go. But I mean, that was what, 3, 4 villagers dead?
Yeah, good pullback from meochi there, not accidentally letting the fight the spears too long.
This could be a pinch here. So there's no wall, so 2 sheep are snagged. 3 sheep are snagged. Picking up more villagers. So I think the longer this goes, the more in favor it swings towards Ottoman. I don't think we see any Manjaniques, right? Yeah, only Ottoman has Mangonels.
This is a big play with Ottomans running through the base because if not careful, we may lose all those Sipahi, which is going to be a big tempo loss.
Yeah. We do have the Janissaries to come shoot the Camel Lancers. We still have that Vizier point. We're into our... So we have 2 Vizier points. That's... those need to be clicked. That's huge loss.
Yeah, ecos are somewhat even. A little more gold on Iabit's side and a little more wood on Ottoman's side, but yeah, that's tricky with the villager losses here.
Yeah. Now Ottoman does have that second TC, so they'll be able to recoup those losses, whereas Iabit, as they lose villagers, it's going to be a little bit slower getting those numbers back, but Iabit's military, very strong. But
yeah, I would like
army value-wise, even though Iabit has, what, 27 more units, so that's probably going to be explained mainly by the archer versus janissary count from the Ottoman side.
It's siege.
And siege, yep. But, sorry, what were you trying to say?
Oh, I was going to say, to use your favorite upgrade there, I would like to see the extensive fortifications because, Iabit wants to raid a fair bit. You just grab a couple extra towers, right? And really try to make it hard for them to raid.
Well, and at this point, you can sit really heavily on the stone. Maybe drop a keep here with cannon emplacement so your farms are protected. Maybe drop a forward keep on the sacred sites. And just keep dropping each sacred, and then, you get a lot of gold income and 15 garrison crossbows from your villagers from anything nearby. Like a keep here, it would be crazy. You cover 1 sacred, you get the big gold. So I'd like to see extensive fortification. I'd also have liked to see it, like he went an extra town center, right? If you know you're going to go an extra town center, go ahead and click it. You save like what, 200-300 resources dropping that second TC. So yeah, but right now looking at a game that's going to look pretty grindy, right? Both players mainly raiding, not making any big moves with their army.
Yeah, I think both are going into farm transitions, or at least it looks like Ottoman's going to be starting it here. Is Ibid doing any farms? A little bit? Yep.
Yep. He's
Lots
got,
of wood
and, I mean, farms all the way around the TC, so.
I wonder if Ibid is considering Imperial here. It's probably just too much gold to go around, honestly.
Yeah, I think if he, Ibid clicks Imperial, that's a mistake. Because if you click Imperial as a civ into Ottoman, Ottoman goes, oh wait, we're gonna play Imperial, and then they immediately macro for Imperial, and Ottoman's Imperial I think is unmatched. Just that extra production, their Janissaries go from doing like what 24 damage to 32, 30, is it 32 or 36 against cavalry? They get really scary. Their production speed goes up to 100% faster. You don't want Ottoman going Imperial. At least that's how I see the game. Pros can disagree in chat, but
your advantage is for sure in Castle, right? With the tempo off the relics.
And we have another raid coming in. I mean, this is where I'd like to see the extensive fortifications. This would be 8 crossbows shooting these camel lancers down, right? And I mean, he has the range attack upgrades as well, so those would be dying. But we, again, at 2 Vizier points, we have 5 mangoes, just not spent. Your opponent's making tons of spears, like...
Not every day you defend your raids with 5 mangoes. First time for everything, right?
Imagine if mangoes had friendly fire, right? You just destroyed all your farms. But
oh my goodness.
Actually, that's what Manjaniques need. They need friendly fire on because they're fire, and then boom, no one builds them anymore.
I love the fact that we don't have friendly fire with mangonels.
Yep. And we are going to see an imp here from Deepshine. And, I mean, we'll see if what we said earlier holds true. We're going imp against Ottoman's a mistake, but Ottoman's farm transitions in. Their main thing is going to be securing these front 2 golds, right? Because that's what's going to be allowing them to go imp. Deepshine already has this gold secured. I would like to see quite a few more villagers on gold. Well, actually, no. They have all their upgrades in. They already clicked the imp. They have enough gold float. Never mind. Ignore what I said.
Yeah, that'll be. I mean,
I read
right?
287, not 2,800. So.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Ottoman's starving for gold here a little bit, and Ibid can get all of our upgrades that we could ever want. So that could play a difference. Play into this for sure.
Meochi is starting to bank a lot of food here, so could be macroing for that imp. I mean, in Ottoman, just getting to imp, getting that production speed bonus helps a ton. It's vomiting units out of your military buildings, military schools.
He just hit. He just hit imp. I don't know if you missed it.
We spent a Vizier point. Spend another. Spend another. You can do it. Click this one. Click this one. Just click it. You can do it.
Yeah, they get up to. Do they get up to 5? Is that right?
Yes, 5 without the Istanbul. And then next patch, Istanbul going up to 9. You basically just say, I'm not going to pick 3. And the 3 that you don't pick is this one, and this one. You don't take these 3 and you get all the rest of these, Ottoman's going to have some crazy eco bonus. Pax Automata, Keeper TCs to abuse the Pax Automata, a Kinji, which are giving you 10 XP if you take Istanbul Imperial Palace. I've got some, I'm ready for the next patch on, what is it, Thursday this week? I'm going to be playing purely a Kinji, rushing him, Nomad FFA, Ottoman only. Your life is going to be hell if you go into me.
That's awesome.
Saving it to do 20 Janissaries when he's in trouble. Oh, 14 if he clicks it for this one. Yeah. I think you get a lot more value, though, out of some of these other options because of... And, like, clicking at least this one earlier on. I don't know. But... And Ottoman's got that death push. Both players in him. But Ottoman doesn't have the gold for upgrades, right? So...
Yeah, it's a weird transition or a weird contrast here because we have way more gold on Iobid's side, so the upgrades are way better, but the army
And
definitely
deepshine
favors Ottoman,
dicks
right? And the farm.
Manganiques, and Ottoman has a death ball. And what do Manganiques like? Balls to rain hell on. And oh, a big hit comes through. Oh, that did less damage than I thought. Oh wow, those EMOMs are doing great. Manganique fight! Another big hit, but AoE healing. Okay, well I found the counter to Manganiques. Just play Ottoman and get AoE heals. He actually needs all 6 firing off, but oh, one Manganique goes down.
Mangonels
we have another raid coming in.
Solid shot. They'll kill Mangonels pretty quick, right? Yeah, that's a big raid. Wow.
And Ottoman's gonna be losing pretty much all their gold access. But big fight on the front. Big raid happening on the back. I don't know where to look. Oh, big splash. We're gonna watch the Manganiques. They're just raining down hell. And this is where the game is gonna be decided. Can these Manganiques get value shots off? Yes, the AoE healing's coming through, but every volley is another 10 Janissaries and archers dead. And I mean, he has a large Janissary mass, but they're not where he needs them. He needs them against the cavalry here. And this is where what Big Cousin was saying, hold the point to click the Janissaries, click the Janissary company and A move your base.
Yeah.
But this fight's gonna get... No, we've lost the Metter. Yeah, I think Iobid's about to just take this game. Villagers are dying. And this is purely attention. Wait, did he click the Great Bombard Vizier point? Nope, he made one.
Yeah, might have been. It was probably 3 from the building,
yep,
right?
he put it on the. Yeah. Oh man.
It's a very nice
and there's
raid.
the tap. All right. All right, bog standard opener from Japan. You see the barracks? It's Dry Arabia. We're gonna run across the map. Abbasid, on the berries, doing the House of Wisdom. Has the nice little berry and House of Wisdom and gold all next to each other, so these are connected off the rip. As an Abbasid player or an Iobid player, I really hate when I have to like connect really far resources with houses. A lot of villager walk time, but this is a really nice setup for them, and it's a relatively back gold, right? Japan also has a back gold. Bond wise, I both love and hate Japan's. Japan has this double food option right here, right next to a gold, but it's a little hard to wall. Iobid, I think Iobid has the better food spawn. This seems a little bit easier to hold. You have some really nice, I don't think you can even walk through that, but you have some really nice walls that you can connect here. And then this just kind of blocks off a large area that you can then eventually farm transition into. Oh, sorry, Abbasid, not Iobid. Iobid. So used to seeing Iobid today. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, interesting note, the Tuara is a little bit delayed. Usually you want to click that right away, so not a huge deal, but we're probably 20-30 seconds behind on that, so that'll impact the age up time just a little bit.
Probably like what, 5 seconds or so for the castle?
It could be a little more than that. Probably not a significant amount, but a little bit. I'm always curious if Japan is going Tuara and Dark Age. Good macro though, pulling to the wood right now as Japan. It's good timing.
This spear might. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. There was
the second one.
Yep.
My wife did text me. She says that was a great game. I like when the woman wins. So we know who she's rooting for. Standard Japan opener, right? And meochi did gather a lot of gold. Why that's needed? You want to get fresh foodstuffs in, right?
Yep.
You potentially, if you're going Eco Wing, also want to get Fertile Crescent. So being, what is that, 35 gold off means you're not going to be able to get Fertile Crescent if this is an Eco Wing. With this amount of pressure, we might see a Military Wing here. Military Wing is going to spawn 2 archers and 2 spears, which will push this back easily. And that's in feudal. It spawns other stuff in different ages. Eco Wing is what lets you make town centers, but we are going to see Military Wing come out, so this will be handled. And the real question is, are we going to see stables dropped and an aggressive play, or we're going to see military wing into 2TC, right?
Yeah, we did see military wing into pressure from Meochi earlier when I was playing against him. So I would probably guess that's what we're going to see. I think if I was playing this matchup, that's what I would do.
As the Abbasid player?
Yeah, I would pressure. I would look to deny as much food as possible. You can deny the berries and the deer in the front.
War on age up for Kura. This might not be a fast castle.
Okay. Yeah, no, that looks like we're gonna go feudal. Probably a response to the military wing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a little insight from the game earlier. Yeah, 10 on food for Abbasid. Definitely going units. Excuse me, 10 on wood. Yeah.
Yeah, none on gold. Also, Abbasid doesn't really fast castle. Like, I think they can, but that's not like their meta strat, and generally meta strats are meta for a reason, so I'm not sure why it's so bad, but it's yeah.
You'd either be going military pressure or military wing right into a second TC. I do like the pressure though. 4 on gold though for Japan is interesting. I'm curious.
Maybe
if
some
that's
samurai
just for upgrades. It could be. It could just be kind of leaving the macro the way it was. It's not the end of the world. You know, you get
these units pop out and snipe that spear immediately. The unfortunate loss there, but the spear is going to be guarding for if Abbasid moves out to this deer. But with this berry here in the back, I highly doubt they're going to be going for their forward deer. It is an option.
Love getting the fresh foodstuffs right away instead of forgetting it. I think that's the meta actually. Forget fresh foodstuffs for a minute and then build it later.
But this is going to go back on the gold. We'll be able to get boot camp here in a little bit, but I think you delay that tech option until you have more of an infantry mass. But we do have a stable, so, and archery range, so and horse archer into archer samurai, maybe archer spear.
Yeah, we'll see what Deepshine's building here. Yeah, spears initially.
I mean, with how cheap Yumi are, make 500 Yumi, win game, right?
That's what seems to happen when everybody else uses it, right?
Yeah.
That's one of those where when I use it, it never works that way, right?
Yeah. Your horsemen start getting one shot, and you're like, how? And then you realize they have 125 Yumi, and you're like, oh, okay, well, this makes sense. But, yeah, torch in the house, though, that is one of the downsides for your houses being mills. You're going to lose pop space. So, yeah, Deepshine is going to have to drop another house here.
Always a little internal struggle. Do you put it in the most optimal place for efficiency, or do you put it somewhere where you're not going to get torched?
Goes back to finish it off here. Something I'd like to see players do, just take the sheep if they're following your scout and you want to keep your scout, and just send them home. The number of times I've had sheep make it all the way back is like so high.
That's an interesting point. Actually,
and if they get grabbed, like, oh well, you knew your scout was going to be fighting anyways, and like it's better than just feeding it right under your opponent's base, right? So,
right. Yeah.
Though with how much players scout, maybe as the higher you go, there's scouts running around, they like see the sheep, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah, I'd like to see. Oh, there it is, Broadaxe. I was just gonna say, I'd like to see Broadaxe from Japan here.
Yeah. you got the caster curse. I'd like to see this thing happen, and they do it. It's like they're listening to you. But yeah, no, that's just what generally happens here. But very large military from meochi. Can apply a lot of pressure. Another 2 horses in the queue, 6 on the field, 8 archers. Probably going to be going up to 9 here, which is the perfect number to one-shot spears. We got 2 spears being cheeky. The spear's gonna die. No villagers lost yet on either side. But the longer this game goes, if Abbasid doesn't expand onto extra TCs, I think this game favors Japan. Now, if we see another Pepino repeat where, you know, 4 TCs were built over the course of the game and then, you know, just macroed to oblivion, yeah, Abbasid probably wins. But that is Abbasid's power, is the like raw eco output. But their military units, they don't really have anything that screams like, I'm OP, nerf me, right? Camel archers, very expensive. So losing them feels really bad. Camel riders, they're okay until about imp. But can also just kind of fall over and die. But the ability to mash sprint all of those things, that's kind of where I think Abbasid has a lot of advantage. But
Yeah,
Horseman
and
picking up a
the
couple
Golden Age,
bills there. Sorry, go ahead.
Golden Age is pretty big. Oh, I was gonna say Golden Age is pretty big because we're getting 15% gather rate right now for all the Abbasid villagers. Japan's gonna get faster berries, and that's basically it. Obviously, we have the wood upgrade as well. So technically speaking, I think Abbasid's eco would be a little better overall until we get a little later in the game. Now, obviously, the free farms, the eco for Japan is going to last longer. So the longer it goes, I think the better off you're going to be as Japan. But I do think this feudal is going to favor Abbasid the longer it goes.
And meochi has picked up 3 villager kills here, so a lot of pressure being applied, a lot of villager idle. I'd like to see some walls come in, if possible, for Japan. Kind of stop a little bit of this attrition. Like, you can just wall here to here and here. And then, you know, maybe like half wall here just to kind of tighten up that base a little bit. But he's not really like leaving with the horses. So.
Yeah, that's good play from Deepshine to get those spears there. I was going to say you could just add a tower, although I guess we're spending our wood on.
Looking really good here, attacking from multiple angles. If I'm meochi's coach here, I'm saying, dude, you're doing great. Keep it up. This pressure is amazing. It's Dry Arabia, so a lot of players know how to play Dry Arabia, especially pressuring on Dry Arabia. And I think Japan's biggest weakness here is there's not walling and not respecting the horsemen enough to tower and wall. I mean, they're not early fuel knights, right? So when that just like yeeted the spear out, you see that as it finished, just shoved it away, and that spear definitely could have picked up a bill there, but. Yumi are going to snipe out 2 archers, but another raid coming in. Deepshine does have good spears in position, but that has a lot of archers right here ready to just pick them away. And potentially losing another Vil for Japan. Oh man, this is brutal. A lot of horsemen in the base.
Don't want to overstay too long, though.
We're down 8 Vils. A large TC idle time.
It is tough to defend horses with spears because you just, you know, you need them in a couple of places and you need more than a couple of them. You don't need a ton, but yeah, it's tough.
And if the horses aren't charging, they just kind of run by and do what they want, right? So.
Yep, exactly.
And Sass said, wow, is this MSN playing for the Abbasid? No, MSN's Cheese's coach, so if he was going to be playing for anyone, it'd be during Cheese's games, but I know Cheese definitely wanted to play the tournament, so MSN's definitely not here, but this does look really good for meochi, and a lot of these Yumi are going to be going down.
Although trading pretty decent here.
Actually, where's the rest of the military? All this military's home, right? So this is a little bit of a throw by meochi. Losing that archer mass is critical.
Invested in the walls at home, that's probably not necessary because full map control already. I mean, I guess they're not super expensive, but a little idle time, right? Maybe takes the pressure off just a slight bit.
ID infantry going to work. And
if this was MSN, we would have had 20 horsemen being hidden in the back of the base, so it's close. But
and then baited into a fight where you're like, oh, they don't have horsemen, and then bam, they have 400. But and that is one of the problem with going against Yumi is if they win a fight, they win it harder because of that additional move speed that they have. So your military is just going to get run down. But horsemen are... Oh, and this does look like MSN. I had some horsemen hidden, and now all your Yumi are dead. So a little bit of back and forth by both players here. Great game so far, but definitely favoring meochi. That Vil lead is a little bit brutal.
Yeah, I think at this point, if you're meochi, you can either continue to pressure and just double down on units, or if you really want, you're close to age up, you can just go age up and just play a little cagey on the offense here, just not to lose your units, right? It's a good position, definitely for meochi. Oh, very nice. Very controlled, I would say. You know,
Check the gate on the north wall. What's the issue with this gate? Is it blocking the berries?
Can you go in there? Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we can't tell if they can walk through or not. I think there's a little gap for a one by. I don't know. But, I mean, it looks like what he wanted here was his gate to have a little bit of decoration. It looks like my wife's arc base. You know, you have your big gate that you walk through and you got the plants on the side. So...
We got a butterfly sighting. Love it.
Yep. Butterfly. He has to eat these berry bushes or the UFO spawn, so hurry. But deepshine out on the deer here. Another raid going to be coming in from meochi, and probably more villagers being picked up. And one of those
really
is
good
damaged, so...
Rotating. Really
and...
nice.
Oh, wait, none of them died. Wow. Spent time trying to get this around, but they just walked through.
That was like an anti-micro from our horseman.
Yep.
Yeah, interesting. We're getting close to castle here, so... Oh,
And Japan are really far away from castle, so... Probably
yeah,
not
do you see the
gonna be
barracks?
happening.
Four barracks. We're gonna go
Gulam.
back. Gulam.
Yep.
I like that. I think that's a great call.
Oh, this castle's already clicked. I totally missed that. That is what 10 hours straight of casting does. Thanks for covering that there. Yeah, so economic wing coming in. Going to be able to get a reduce the cost of the economy buildings, which will allow for an easier farm transition, improve the gathering rate from farms, so really good eco bonuses, as well as whenever they hit imp, getting that 8% drop off, though hopefully we don't have another imp game. I'm tired of saying long imp games. But yeah, Gulams immediately hitting the field, and this looks like a civ that Miyochi's very comfortable playing.
Yeah, interesting. Those Gulams looks like they're rallying into the base. I guess that's not bad. Maybe
to hide them, build up a mass a little bit. And I mean, almost a full wall all the way across the front. So Spear's not really going to be able to. Oh, and they're moving forward. So Gulam's going to be potentially revealed here. Villager on a mission to chop. Raids happening on the backside, and Deepshine's trying to make something happen here.
Is there a bannerman with those archers? Looks like there is, right?
Nope.
Okay.
No bannerman.
Bannerman's on it's somewhere else. Okay.
Bannerman is walking across. So gonna have less damage. Raid happening. Sorry, missing the raid on the backside. And more villagers going down for Deepshine. So this is just a case of the dry Arabias, right? Like spawn wise, I think Avacid had the better spawn here. Much easier to wall. Deepshine's base, unfortunately, just a little bit open. Really annoying walls that don't actually get you much. So Deepshine may have a way back into this game with the Yumi count, but they're so far away from castle. I really just don't see it happening, and food is still their weakness. You know, the forward deer, maybe trying to secure down here, but at this
we got
point,
some knights coming, so
we got knights, we got gulams, we got armor, ranged upgrade. We have our first one. I'd like to see another one. Tier 2, so we have the research speeds for all of our stuff as well. So if he wants to slap on another ranged armor upgrade, he can, and it'll happen very quickly. Deepshine does see the incoming units, but this tower is not long for this world. And immediately going to hit the house. Nor is the tower. Wants to start trying to pop cap them. A little bit of a farm transition in for Deepshine is very necessary due to the amount of food denial that's been happening from Miochi's side.
It's a good call. If you're playing a defensive position as Japan and you can get down a bunch of farms, like you can survive in these kind of defensive positions. Still think it's gonna be a tough one to hold, but I do like that. Usually
Japan
it's not good.
Does have the castle age up ready to go. The issue is,
It's
clicks
impressive.
the castle upgrade, doesn't have the gold in the bank, doesn't have the villagers to get the gold to have it in the bank for your upgrades, and Meochi's floating a lot of food and wood right now. So Meochi can just see that the age ups are going through. Let's ride along with Meochi's vision here. Oh, I don't think he saw the age up.
I think it might just be a UI bug. I
Might
think
be
he
a
may have
UI
seen
bug,
it.
may have seen it, but we'll ride
Hard to
along with this
tell.
vision, because if I see this age up going down, I'm gonna 100% dive it. Because they're gonna pull a lot of builds to try to get it finished. Often a mistake a lot of people make. And by nature of doing that, I'm gonna get a lot of eco damage.
There
And
it
yeah,
is.
yep, definitely sees it now. And the Gulams, they're just doing Gulam things. And this is probably gonna be a tap. There's not really going to be any military left to upgrade for this castle, and
Yeah, actually,
it's going to finish,
love to
but
see the,
the gold's denied, your food's denied, your base is denied. Like, yeah, you're picking things off with these Yumi, but you don't have the gold for upgrades. You don't have income for units. You're just kind of dead. This is an excellent example of, like, you hit your castle, you have your window, you have your armored units, and instead of trying to drag this game out and get every single relic on the map, you identify that you can just walk in and kill your opponent. So, should be a nice, I have the speed up, so yep, we're going to see the tap here shortly. Hopefully the coaches are drafting. And hey, players are in the right spot. Don't have to flip them. Awesome. All right, so getting into here, we've got Deepshine in purple on the French. Meochi in green as Delhi. Oh, that's fitting. I thought it was supposed to be red-blue, but this is fine. Looks like going to be wheelbarrow opener for French. I thought that was Delhi for a second. Delhi gets the berry gather bonus. Going to go right out to the berries. Get that mosque rolling. Get the upgrades rolling in. So for those who don't know, Delhi has all of their techs for free. They don't have to spend any gold on their tech. It just takes a lot of time to research them. And that research speed is buffed by the amount of scholars in their mosques. They can also click this little button here and it makes them self-garrison. So later on in the game, you'll probably see, 10, maybe 15 scholars garrisoned up and researchers flying through. Early on, you won't see anything too crazy, but what you will see is wheelbarrow coming in right around when they're going to be aging up to feudal, followed by survival techniques. So they Delhi with time can get very scary. I think they have one of the craziest imps available, especially with like tower elephants, war elephants, all that fun stuff. Against French imp, I think I favor Delhi imp if this does go to imp, but for feudal, French, castle, French, so it's just going to depend on, micro, how well the players play, all that fun stuff. And this is the last game of the day, so this does decide our winners bracket final for figuring out who's going on to grand finals for tomorrow. So and we'll do that game first thing and stream that one. Anyways, Cheese, your thoughts?
Well, first thing I was curious about was if we were gonna, if Meochi was gonna queue up those upgrades. So, happy to report they did get queued up. That's solid.
Means
I
they know
feel
how
a
to play
little
Delhi.
scandalized. Yeah, because Meochi has definitely played Delhi before. Because you either forget to open on the wood or you forget the upgrades if you haven't played them. So good stuff there. Yeah, pretty standard openers. I think. I don't think we're doing a wheelbarrow open here as French, right? We're
We already
or
got
did
it.
we? Oh, okay, we did. We did.
This is
Okay.
already in. It happens so quickly
It
compared
does.
to Delhi. Oh, we have some idle. Oh, okay, they're dropping it. There we go.
Yeah.
So Dome of Faith.
So
Wheelbarrow's actually only halfway done. Sorry, my timings are off a little bit. But Wheelbarrow should be finishing up as that age up finishes. I think that's probably what I was thinking of. Food wise, which spawn do you like for food? Keep in mind, Delhi can't eat boar, which I'm sure you
yeah.
already knew,
Let's see. I mean, I guess somewhat even. I do. I guess in a vacuum, I probably say Delhi because you could do that wall on the north side if you really wanted to and protect deer and protect berries.
Yeah.
But
And you get stone and 3 golds, so that could be
yeah.
pretty nasty. I think getting
That
that
being said,
wall up, though, might be a little brutal against French, because French is going to be wanting to run by here, especially because your first gold's there. So French's food is a little exposed too. Maybe Pro Scout here wouldn't be a bad idea for French, just because the food is so red. And then because this deer pack is so far away, Delhi probably is not going to go out on it early, if at all. And because of all the stealth forest, you can, just ninja these deer, bring them home.
Yeah, it's true. If you could sneak it out, that would definitely be really good. Yeah, and Delhi, they don't obviously have to pay for their pro scouts, so they're going to get it probably. I think it's 9-ish minutes is when it comes through usually. Although I guess it depends if you queue it first in your feudal age up. So curious what the first production building is going to be here for Delhi.
I wonder if there was a cancel, because it looks like I bet the age up was positioned and then canceled and then repositioned, because that that collective value should not be that extreme. That is a good point, Trajan. And see, I do read the chat, so let it be known. I saw your message. But yeah, that's most likely due to a building cancel. Cheap wise, Delhi's up a little bit. Not the end of the world for French though. We could be seeing a pro scout here, especially with this many on wood and this many still on gold. We do have a knight coming out. How much does
what's
French
the
need?
production building?
Yep, pro scout, 100%.
Oh yeah, very nice. Okay, what's the production building for Delhi?
Barracks, actually.
Barracks.
Interesting. Okay.
Might need a little more defensive to start.
Yep. And that is the benefit of having the coach, right? We were originally going to do it where you players wouldn't be able to know what the next game civs were until after the 10-minute coaching was done. But that got too confusing, so we swapped it to where y'all knew what the upcoming was. And I think it's led to better quality games because your coach gets to tell you, hey, this is the matchup, this is kind of the plan. You get to go over what's coming up instead of focusing really hard on, what had happened in the past. So.
Yeah, I love that. I think it leads to more fun and yeah, lets you focus on what's important, right? What's upcoming.
And what I don't like that French is doing here, towering, but there's no Ghazi. We don't see a stable, right? So that's a little early. I mean, it's probably good because it does reveal a little bit of the stealth forest. So for those who want to see kind of what vision looks like on this map, this is why this map sucks. You can't see anything, right? Your vision is so cut off on all of the stealth forest. I'm personally not a fan. Oh, and we do get the spear brace here, so. But only one spear versus one knight.
Yeah, very cagey opener, I guess. With the pro scouts, it's to be expected. But yeah, both players taking it pretty slow and carefully.
Yeah, and then when this tower completes, you will see a lot of this vision cone expand and see. So that helps deal with a little bit of the stealth force. So a little early, not the worst though, because it is high view, right? If I have to play a high view, I'm putting a tower everywhere. I'm putting a tower here. I'm putting a tower here. I'm putting a tower here. Like every bit of stealth force is going to be visible to me because I cannot stand playing on this map without vision. I feel like my reaction speed is always just neutered just because of how it works. But Delhi, I don't think Delhi scouted out the pro scout.
Yeah, it's questionable whether Delhi knows about it. And I wonder if I don't think Delhi's going to go for Sacred Sites. It doesn't look like it. Sanctity's in, but it looks like just playing defensive.
This might be a potential fast castle, maybe?
I have heard there's an updated style with Delhi where you just kind of play really defensive and you just continue to mine gold and you don't even go out for the Sacred Sites. Like if you can't get them, like just don't even try kind of a thing, which sounds so counterintuitive, but when you consider the value from upgrades, it doesn't sound too crazy to me.
Yeah, and I mean, this is French, right? Everyone knows what French's game plan is. I'm going to make knights. I'm going to run at you. But Delhi, very defensive walls. Spears positioned on the open side, so this knight that's trying to find damage won't really find it. Unless there's like a sudden spike in night mass, Delhi's sitting pretty. And also, Delhi can use the spears to make the walls, so it's not like they're sacrificing villagers to get those walls up, right? So
yeah, it's really cool.
It does help help a little bit. Oh, but we are going to see some villagers coming over for the wall, or maybe for the mill.
Oh, good catch.
Good catch there. Yep.
That was the classic. The second you decide to leave your base, there's knights there 100% of the time, right?
Yeah. Just assume French knights are everywhere. They circle like sharks. They are the apex predator of feudal. I would like to see these spears finishing off these walls. Or maybe even like extending them out, connecting some stuff. I don't know. Delhi is floating a lot of wood, so it's not like they can't afford the wood for this.
Yeah, it'd be good to get a blacksmith or two started here, just to get that extra value going.
We have one. Maybe another.
Do they have a blacksmith?
Yep, right here.
Oh my goodness, it's right there.
It's late. It's late.
I was looking everywhere around it.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Well, and we have Scholar's
good.
Garrison, so we do have the production speed, but we don't have the food income to really abuse this production speed. Oh, and we are moving out now for sacred sites, so play a little defensive, build a spear mass, then move out. Deepshine, potentially macroing for castle here. You know, 17 on food, not spending it down.
Looks like it.
Getting chivalry, did they take damage on anything? I mean, one knight's a little low. I don't really think this is chivalry time, but hey.
Yeah, maybe just had a bit of extra.
Had the float and sent it.
Yeah.
Does keep them healthy. But yeah, Deepshine could be looking for a castle, and if Deepshine castles, what I would want to see is just a hard swap to crossbows. It counters most of what Delhi's going to be pumping out as like the savior, or like if your opponent castles first. So, you know, if they go House of Learning and get the man-at-arms tech, you know, crossbows counter that. If they go War Elephants, crossbows counter that. And the tower's not finished. And you have another one there. We're 4 villager kills. That's not what you want to see as Delhi. And that's just typical French, right? Like, you get one tower down, you start on the second, but you don't actually finish it. And that is something like maybe focusing the towers first and then putting down the mill to get the gathering going. But Ghazi's looking for a counter raid here, but not really able to find any damage. And the spears, like, yeah, they're getting this point of interest, which is providing vision in the area, but those spears would have been better off protecting resources. And the Pro Scout is noticed now, but I mean, French has already brought home 1 deer pack. Probably gonna, let's see, almost half. Not fully half, but is bringing home another one. Could potentially start bringing home all of Delhi's deer packs as well.
Yeah, Delhi's got
gonna
Pro
have to be
Scout,
careful.
so curious if they'll Meochi will add some scouts here to grab it. That's one of those things where if you don't play Delhi all the time, it just can be really tricky to remember to go and start pro scouting, because you just queue all those upgrades up, right? And then at a certain point in time, they're ready, but you're not necessarily actively looking at it.
Yeah, and I think Delhi plays more off of like the timing of when things naturally happen for them. If they have, you know, normal amount of scholars. Oh, we have a large spear mass here, though.
Yeah, that's...
Nope. Not gonna find any damage. Oh, maybe. And then
Sure.
one knight. Nope. And
Yeah,
there's-
nothing. Like literally,
there's the good old cavalry
nothing.
thing. That's what the people complain about is, you know, knights just run away, and especially French knights, they're gonna get all this healing and just come back for more. So Delhi does have with the scholars feudal healing as well. So, and French only on 5 archers here. We don't have the archer mass to one-shot these spears, so potentially losing a knight here. Yep, 1 goes down. How many archery ranges are we on? Oh, we're on 2 archery ranges, 2 stables. Okay. So our classic spear horseman versus knight archer. But this is a lot of spears, and we do not have the archer mass yet for this many spears. We want probably 20, 30, 50, 100. 100 is probably too many. But
Yeah, Miacha's done a good job of getting those sacred sites. Good of Deepshine to decap that one, but do like getting out there.
potentially finding a Vil pickup here.
One.
We have a lot of spears here. And oh, knight, does it? Nope, it's going on a raid. No tower here. So again, the same issue we had over on this berry patch. Mills first, and then eventually the tower gets added. After watching some of the games today, I think even in my own gameplay, I'm going to want tower first, then start sucking down the resources, right? But part of that is need to move out, and yeah, this Vil is going to go down. Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh, no, we're just going to do damage to 3 instead of picking up 1. Do we have it?
Ooh. No textiles, right? Yep,
No
no
textiles.
I think against
there we
French, it's
go,
probably a
there we
good idea to just grab it. I always
Yep.
forget it, but I think it's good practice to get it.
So with how textiles works, okay, it's only 14 seconds for there.
Yeah,
That's not a
yeah.
big
When you
deal.
get to this stage of the game with the number of scholars that we've got, it's going to be much lower. Yeah, Delhi's about at an age up here, so very interesting because I thought it looked like French was about to go castle, and then French kind of backed off, reinvested into feudal, and now Delhi's about to go castle. So
I think French reinvested because all of these sacred sites were getting capped, so they kind of panicked and were like, oh,
Yeah.
we're fighting in feudal over the sacreds. So could be an overreaction. Leaves one knight on for the decap. Oh, big Ghazi raid on the back here.
very
It's
nice.
one villager. Are we gonna get 2? Oh, we get 2 more. That's 3 total, 4 total. Evens up the vill damage, but French does naturally have the faster villager production, so it's gonna be. Oh, and the spear mass coming in clutch. Massive wall across this front here.
Love that. Although don't need to fight here if we can help it. Yeah.
This is where you want to bring these Ghazis back, take care of these archers, and then push from the front with your spears at the same time. But Delhi is finishing off the House of Learning soon, so maybe you don't take this fight and you just save your military.
Yeah, I feel like you should be very
2
careful
Ghazis
here.
on the backside.
You're in a good spot, but you risk fighting before your advantage kicks in, right? If you fight right now, I think you got to pull everything back and just wait.
I mean, it's going to take a whole minute and some change to get these in, so.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
But Delhi is fighting.
Or,
One knight.
oh, that'll get
That's going to get some value.
tower. Very good. I mean, maybe this trade is fine if you're up an age because you are going to kind of force French to go
reset?
back. Yeah, and invest. I was worried for a moment that it would trade super even for Delhi, but I think this is probably okay. Still frustrating a little bit or a little annoying if you're Delhi, but I think you're in okay shape as long as you can get food. Look at that food income. That's a bit tricky.
Down to 7. Can't even make a vill here, so we are going to see some TC idle. Scholars moving out for the relics, but they're going to get picked up. You're a little early on the trigger finger there. This one can bring one home.
Yeah, this is getting a little
Feisty
dicey
here for
a little scrappy.
meochi. And now the question is, does Deep Shine macro for castle, or do they just double down on feudal?
Yep.
So one war elephant comes out, and that changes the whole tide for the night fights.
Yeah, is Meochi going into like a farm transition? I'm curious why there's no vills back on food. Was it just a...
Yep, working on
Oh,
farms
there
here.
it is. Okay. Ooh, this is
Not
tough.
on deer.
Yeah.
Not on these outside berries. Yeah, and this
That's
castle
bummer
with no food in the tank to make
Yeah.
units potentially game ending here. Deep Shine, I mean, you said it earlier, right? Like, later it goes, playing just simpler Civ. I think it was you who said that, right?
Yeah. There's
playing-
advantage to that for sure. Game plan is simple for French, right? Build units, fight.
Run at them, do the French things. You don't have to
I should
think
try French
too
again.
hard. Yeah, it's a really easy Civ. It does teach some bad habits, but yeah, it's we do get one relic in, but we don't need gold. We need food. If you could convert relics to food, I think Meochi's be in a much better spot, but is going to market away some gold for food. Trying to move back out. With this
Very
knights
nice
here.
from Deepshine, just being very careful with these resources, having units there. It really it sticks out how just that subtle difference of not pro scouting when the moment was available, right? Because really those deer should all be next to the Delhi base. I mean, you're talking 200 food to 210 food to grab three scouts, and
There's the
we get a
guild hall going up, so Deepshine gonna have their own castle. A lot of wood float, but that's actually coming at a really good time because as this boar runs out, we can start transitioning to the farms right now. We're on stone, so we're going to get that keep to reduce the costs. We have the easy keep placement that's going to reduce the archers, both of our stable options, and this archery range as well. And then you can add more production around it, and you see the mill getting deleted so that we can drop even more production in. And this knight knows that Deli's trying to move back out over here, back onto the food. So, yes, you lose a knight, but you get so much info. And
Any relic taken for Delhi?
Just one.
Just one? Okay.
Where's that? There it is.
Yeah, there was a moment there where a couple of them got sent out. I think actually one of them might have gotten slightly misrallied where it went to the relic, but it just didn't pick it up.
The meochi out on the deer, but no towers here. And you can see the difference. Everywhere deepshine is tower for the appropriate amount of vills, and then meochi just not enough towers, not enough units in position to stop all of this French shenanigans.
Yeah.
What is this dude long distance gathering? You have a mill, brother. And we're gonna see a night raid come in. Oh, and we got a war elephant. It did hit the deck. I keep forgetting to look up here to see what's in queue. But... And deepshine right here is gonna be able to start collecting relics of their own. I think what I want to see now is just crossbows.
Yeah, the army count's a little deceiving, right? Because the 11 scholars show as military count.
Yep.
So we're actually more like 16 to 28. I got confused there for a quick second, but Delhi did stabilize on the food, so if Delhi can spend that money, might be able to.
And French saw the war elephant, immediately queued up crossbows. So we're gonna see 5 crossbows hit the deck. And I mean, if this was Royal Institute crossbows, but Guildhall is always the correct play as French. You never know how the game's gonna turn out. Being able to tap for whatever resource you need.
It's gonna get it. It's gonna get it. Yeah.
Yeah, they got it.
Wow, that was close. Not that close, but almost close.
You're always worried. And also, I do want to see a big Wallow happen during this tournament. That would be sick. Have one actually come off. They're always crazy hype moments, big swings, and often lead to rage quits.
I think I won my first Delhi game with a big Wallow. I was like under pressure, right? And then you grab the scholar out. It's so satisfying.
Oh, and because my wife's watching and probably doesn't know, so religious units can pick up this relic here, and they press a button, and then any units in that big glowing circle that you saw, if they are still in that circle after, like, I don't know, what, 4 or 5 seconds, something like that, they get converted to your side. So it can be a huge tempo swing. And yeah, some crazy clips, crazy moments have happened because of wall rolls.
Yeah, is deepshine taking that deer in the side as well?
Nope, like just a knight on it.
I think there was Pro Scout coming across.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, a couple of them.
And Villas are going to make a run for it, but... Oh, another Wallow out, and... Oh, that's dead. And back to the War Elephants, so... Oh, another Wallow. Another dead. Wow. Oh, yeah, you do not want to be fighting 2 War Elephants and Knights. But we need these crossbows here. We need more of them. I forget how many it is to one-shot a War Elephant. I think it's like 15, 17, 24? I don't know. My numbers are way off.
I think it's more than that.
Quite a lot. Or maybe it's 2-shot is like 15 something. I don't remember. But
I did it the other day on a Musha, and they obviously don't do as much damage, but it was quite a large number. Those elephants have a lot of... But you don't need to one-shot them, right? You just need to do enough damage to run them off. I think 10 is getting to the number where you're going to start threatening the War Elephant pretty well.
For a second, I thought the Scholar was a Delhi Scholar because it's healing the units by hand. This one, hey, you can pick this up and bring it home.
Both players get close to Imp here. I wonder if that's intentional. I don't know. It could just be fatigue, getting a little tired, right? And just losing track of the macro a little bit.
So much wood in the bank for French. Like, please, take 8, drop some farms. Or send them to gold at this point, honestly. Like, gold's actually the bottleneck here.
Yeah, I have a note in front of my computer that says macro first, micro later.
Nice. Is that from MSN or?
No,
Too many strats for tomorrow.
Yeah. That's a general rule I have to follow. I get a little excited, right? You get focused on all these different things, and then what you forget is to spend your money, which is the more important part in reality.
Yeah, my post-it note is win in feudal because fuck going longer than like 15 minutes. I can't stand long games. What
I
was
used to
it,
play.
a 3-hour slog with Davidson and that FFA? It was just miserable.
Yeah, when you lose an hour-long game, I think you die a little bit inside. Only closely followed by having an enemy run cavalry through your base when you don't have any way to stop them.
Now, if you listen to how Reddit wants to do balancing, your TC will pin the cavalry in place and delete them from existence. So hopefully we never see anything that egregious, but I do like some of the infantry changes that they're making. And in the upcoming patch, I think it'll be a little bit easier for spears to be useful later on. A lot of alerts going off. We got some Gazis doing some raids. I think they picked up a bill down here. Any corpses though? Maybe
Yeah,
not.
pretty. I mean, for such an open map, pretty good defense overall. I mean, only 14 villagers going down total. When we get a moment, I'm curious. Guildhall. Oh, we've got 1,000 food in the bank. Okay, I was curious if we saw that. So French could go imp if they want, and Red Palace on that middle gold might be pretty juicy.
Oh, right here, and then kind of shade a little bit towards the sacred site, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get a keep. No Red Palace,
keep. Okay.
but normal
Touché.
keep works well. And it's interesting because French, you don't think of like, you don't think French, oh, French keeps, right? You know, you think KT, you think, well, for me, I think Ottoman because their keeps are crazy, but French actually, because of how their eco bonuses work, like this makes everything cheaper. We can hover it here. So archery range and stable unit cost reduced by 20%. That's pretty significant when you're looking at what some of these units cost. Archery range, I mean, crossbows reduced, but 6432. But knights in particular, 11280. They become the most top efficient knight in imp for cost.
Those all crossbows?
Should
Maybe
come
okay here.
up. Villager's gonna run away. Oh man, that elephant just got deleted.
Yeah, it looks like it was about four volleys to kill it. A horseman, though, this is pretty big from meochi.
This is a good push, but
Wow.
you have deepshine raiding with knights as well. And they're trying to stop this keep. These villagers are chopping.
Great push.
Another war elephant goes down. Each war elephant, though, is way more expensive than the amount of crossbows that were here. Deepshine will have to remass crossbows, but I actually like taking out these war elephants because what that ends up doing is making meochi have to reinvest into war elephants, and those are not cheap. If we take a look at the war elephant costs here, 400, 350. Like, what was that? 5 war elephants that died? That's basically an imp. Oh, they're gonna fake the Red Palace. Little fakey. Hey, I'm going in.
Pretty big to have those spears running after those knights. This is, I guess we do have that castle in the French base, so Deepshine should be okay with those raids. Not too bad. Still getting a few kills, though. Getting a little messy here.
Worker kills actually in favor of meochi, so during that keep thing, I think quite a few died, as well as the raid that was happening down here. Hard to cover everything. A lot of stuff's kicking off here. But we're gonna Red Palace. Oh, Red Palace.
There it is.
This
I was
gold
gonna say,
and
if we
this
get
gold
the other
and
gold,
this stone.
that
So
might be nice. Yeah, get a
so many
chokehold on
resources still in the bank, just no gold. But once Deepshine can fix that gold, we're sitting pretty. Is that a mistake? This is kicked over to wood. Brother, you don't need wood, you need gold.
Oh, that is interesting. I don't know I've ever seen that
Or
before.
maybe leave it back on food. I don't really like the wood
farm
here. I think that's
transition
a
isn't
mistake.
done, though, right? Maybe that's a trick
But,
to just complete the farm transition. I mean, I guess we have
no,
3,000
there's
wood.
3,000 wood. And, like, maybe if they had 0 wood and didn't have any villagers on wood, but
Okay.
you've got enough to farm transition.
This is getting scrappy.
And this technically, I think, sees this Red Palace going up. Let's see if we can see the vision here. Oh yeah, there's no way it doesn't see. Oh, it doesn't see. It just barely doesn't see. Wow, I'm proven wrong.
hilarious. Missed it by that much. And when the red palace goes up, it makes the TCs, all keeps, and the red palace obviously turn into death machines. So you don't get near the red palace.
You don't get near
Yeah,
keeps.
you don't get near TCs. Actually, for science, maybe we need to see those war elephants go against the crossbow placements.
Right.
It doesn't
Palace
affect
of the
power,
Sultan
though,
coming
right?
up from Delhi. So both players playing an Imp slugfest. But I think I favor French's Imp more. Arbitrarily Airs don't have a counter when masked. I'm sorry. Incendiary Arrow, all of their unique upgrades, like, what are you gonna build? They do great into Gazis. You can just add in some spears, some light spears. You don't need a crazy amount as French. Not that you want to build spears, but like, oh.
Yeah,
See, like, look at this melee armor. Oh, wait, no, that's just ranged armor.
Yeah,
I don't think that. Wait, do they have the upgrade in yet? They don't have the upgrade. They need the upgrade ASAP. That explains how this fight went so poorly for them. If they had that melee armor upgrade in, those war elephants wouldn't have done as much damage. Neither would those Gazis. That's a critical upgrade, and that needed to happen last stage. It's only 100, 250.
Yeah, agreed.
Buy it. What is this wood? Sell the wood. Oh, and now we do get the guild hall back over on gold. So. And I'm surprised by the forward farms.
There's farms going up,
Yeah,
and then
farms
a lot
everywhere.
of farms for Delhi now, right? I mean, Delhi's pretty well set up with farms, and French is still working on it.
French, I would have liked to
there's
see the farms
development
back here, not forward. Not sure
Yeah.
why.
I think it was. I think the thought was it's right next to the castle, right?
That's fair. Easy garrison spot.
Yeah.
But at that point, I mean, so many resources in the bank. Just drop another one, right? Sell some wood for a stone.
Yeah, this is one of those where you kind of it's hard to do in the moment, but you almost want to just take 15 seconds even and just like kind of look at the situation and say, okay, what do I need to focus on, right? Because right now, obviously we have perfect vision, but it would be like, okay, let's fix our macro and make sure it's ideal for what we want to build and where we want to go from here.
I have an idea for what to do with all of that wood. We're going to make 5 siege workshops in the stealth forest right here. And we're going to make 30 rams. What do you think?
I mean, that seems like as good as anything, right?
But Fringe moving out on the gold. Going to get some production buildings down around this keep. So going to have cheaper things coming. Delhi moving out in Gazis, but I mean, all of these spots are pretty fortified. Keeps, crossbow placements in the keeps. Yes, Gazis don't take additional damage from the crossbow placements, but it's still just a lot of extra bonus damage. We have the final ranged upgrade in for Imp as well, for the ranged attack.
I wouldn't even mind an extra TC from French.
I like French's position right here. I don't think they need an extra TC at this point, unless they can plan on like suiciding bills. Like they're at 90. If they get up to 105, 110. I think they're...
Yeah, what's the speed? I guess you do get them faster as the game progresses, right? What's the speed of the production at this point?
16 seconds, so...
Okay, yeah, so you're...
I think you're chilling.
But... If nothing else, if you don't have the stone for another keep, you can put down a TC and it does double duty.
What I'm surprised with is all the pros still sticking with us in chat after all of their games have finished. And I know most of them, I think all of them are actually European, so very long day for them. Oh, and we're gonna see a cannon come out, and cannons shred war elephants.
Yeah, one thing I learned throughout this, is even if you're one of the best players in the world, you're still a normal human. You put your pants on one leg at a time, just like the rest of us, right?
Gonna find a little bit of a raid here. At this point, though, 1 or 2 vills dying. I mean, we're in 90 plus vills. It's not the end of the world. We're not getting enough damage. If 40 vills died, I'd be concerned, but this isn't any like or Pepega moments or whatever the Twitch streamy stuff is. And we're sitting pretty on the big gold veins.
Your raids here are mostly like you're trying to idle farms and slowly make it so that the opponent doesn't have any food to work from, but that's going to take several successive raids over time.
I do want to see enlistment incentives. I do want to see boiling oil researched. But Deepshine really struggling on the gold here. Has a lot of gold income, but is definitely reinvesting that into units. So,
yeah, not as much food as you could. 'Cause I feel like
we're getting it.
There it is.
We're
nice.
getting the upgrades. Do we get the other one? Yeah, we got the other one. Nice. The Knights break through. So both sides raiding the food, but
here, right?
I definitely favor the Knights on this side, especially because crossbow placements. Oh yeah, like again, doesn't do bonus damage to the Gazis, but it does do just a lot of damage, and a lot of damage is good. So that's also part of why I value the Ottoman emplacements, the 0 point so highly. Crossbows everywhere makes for a brutal game. Makes it a lot harder to raid.
One thing
these
MSN suggested that, it looks like the maybe doing here. Oh yeah, one thing MSN suggested, which is really good, is when you're doing these raids late game, you don't even necessarily have to do damage initially. Your goal is to find the farms, and then your later raids are intended to actually do the damage.
Blow up the farms.
Yeah.
We are going to be able to garrison villagers in houses with a unique Delhi tech, but a lot of villagers just died here, and this I'm pretty sure is Delhi's only gold source. And
yeah, that was a big...
we have a... Oh, man. All the crossbows are here. And, like, yeah. Gazis do well-ish in their crossbows, but that's just not enough mass to beat... What is this, 39 crossbows? We have 42 crossbows and 10... Why are we still making war elephants? French is so invested in crossbows, you cannot keep making war elephants. I think that's really right there is where this game is going to be determined. Just not having the correct unit to deal with these crossbows. At this point, make mangonels. That's a big crossbow mass. You need mangonels.
Yep, slow death push mangonels. Yep, agreed. Are there any siege workshops for Delhi? I don't think so.
Let's take a look. Nope.
I mean,
we don't even have archery range. Wow.
A minute and a half ago, Delhi had, how much was it? 2,500, 1,800 food per minute, and now Delhi is down to 600 per minute from the raids. Very nice.
Where is that tower elephant? I want to look at its stats. But I cannot find it.
Oh, yeah, where is it? Oh, there it is, top. At the north.
Oh, I see. Range cavalry, elephant. French has cannons. Where's his cannon?
It's by the keep on the middle left. There it is.
115 damage to the elephants. Stop making elephants. They have crossbows. They have cannons.
The tower ones only have 600 health. That's interesting. The war ones have what, 1,200 health at this point with all the upgrades?
Do we have biology in? That's the real question.
Nope. There's the scholar numbers are pretty low.
Oh yeah, biology. 15 minutes for biology. Oh no. We are getting a defensive keep down, which can turn into a second TC for Delhi, but these raids are just picking Delhi apart. We have little groups of 3-4 knights all over. If I'm Valdemar right now, I'm grinning because this is probably kind of what the game plan was. We'll have an interview post game so we can kind of know what that game plan was. But yeah, this is really what you want to see your student doing. Just being abusive with raids, doing whatever they want, controlling the map, controlling the pace of the game, and just kind of forcing this really turtley defensive playstyle from Delhi that really in general wants to be the aggressor. Like, their imp's decent, but against these crossbows, I don't see it. I don't like, I think Deepshine could have just pushed and ended. But
yeah,
we are going to get another keep down on the middle sacred site. So this could be going for a sacred victory. Like, I don't want to dive into your base and your elephants. Also, I'm raiding you to pieces on your food. I'm just going to start the sacred. Oh, but this is stopped by the Ghazi Raiders here. We're getting military academy finally. And we do have a lot of gold coming in, but Deepshine does need to fix the food. Looks like a lot of villagers did die in a raid on the front farms there. But once we get those fixed up, 3K gold. We'll flip this back to food. You're on both big golds. Tap it, flip it back to food. Buy some food. But Deepshine's pop capped. or near about. Meochi's struggling.
Yeah, it's tough to chase knights with war elephants.
And these are royal bloodline knights, right? So they're gonna have a little bit more health than you're used to. Fight! Fight! Deepshine, fight! You win this! You win this so hard! Fight!
Yeah, 47 crossbows.
Don't be afraid of the don't be afraid of the elephants. We got cannons firing. Oh my god, this is a destruction. We have the tower elephants coming in, but also boiling oil. You can afford it. Cannon emplacement. Buy things, please. If Deepshine just spins down, this game will be over. Like looking at these economies, right? Check the what?
Check the base of Deepshine. I think we've got 13 vills in the. Oh no, they got out. Good. That'll reset the food a little bit.
But I mean, we're pop capped, right?
Yeah, yeah. This looks like it's going to be the fight. I mean, I think just an A move here is fine.
A move wins. I mean, put the crossbows on the elephants. Don't aim move that hard. Put the cannons on the tower elephants. But yeah, like we lose one cannon. But I mean, arbitrariers, they're crazy as a unit.
They're very good. Yeah.
And there's the tap. Ooh.
Impressive stuff.
Hey, how's it going? Very well played.
Hello.
Long day, long games. Deepshine, what time is it for you where you're at?
I'm in Germany.
Oh, you're Germany.
Yeah.
Why did I have you listed as Taiwan? I don't know why I had you listed as Taiwan.
I'm Taiwanese, but I live in Germany.
Oh, that's the country you represent, not where you located. Sorry, when I asked country, I think I meant. Oh, I guess that's actually the country you represent, right? And I guess that's how I asked it. So, okay, so you're actually in Germany. So this isn't so bad. Okay, great. I was thinking it was like 7 a.m. for you. So, okay. Anyways, Volmar, going into that final game, you saw Delhi versus French. Deepshine playing a bit of a simpler civ, going into the final game in a long day. What was your kind of strat or plan that you told him?
I mean, French Delhi is very obvious. You just make knights and you win. And I think there's some strategic elements that we went over in terms of timings, in terms of when she should do her own HUB, how she should play the mid game and late game. And she did all of that. And I think the only struggle she had was really herself. So, yeah, I think she played the matchup the way it should be played.
Yeah, I really like the mass arbitraliers. I think into Delhi, they just really don't have much of a strong answer, especially once you hit that critical mass. Cheese, do you have any questions?
Just in general, just curious, like how do you feel? Like are you ready to go? You're like, hey, I would play more, or are you pretty exhausted and you're happy to be wrapping up for the day? Obviously, it's late your time, but playing multiple series over a number of hours has to be pretty exhausting.
I mean, I guess adrenaline is still pumping. And if I've lost there, I definitely would have queued up ladder.
Let's go. What a pro.
Yeah. Sorry for I don't have a crazy amount of questions. My brain's starting to fry. We've all had a long day. But yeah, great work, both of y'all. I really appreciate y'all doing the tournament. Valdi for coaching, Deepshine for playing and agreeing to the crazy idea. But yeah, we will see you first thing tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Time. So same start time that we had today. Y'all will be the first match of the day. We're gonna stream it, and then we'll have the lower bracket kicking off at the same time as well. Yeah. Other than that, great games. Get some rest and do what you got to do to prepare for tomorrow.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
GG's.
GG.